What's up, Soul Fam and everyone out there in the world? This is Nihility to Detail, and this is going to be a flight astro reading for the week of December 20th through the 27th. And I hope all of y'all have been doing well. I hope all has been well for y'all this last week. And I hope that things will go smoothly for y'all during this week as we move forward. So, with that being said, let's talk about where the moon is going to be and what sign it's going to transition through during this week. So the moon will be transitioning Cancer, which right now, as I'm recording this video, it is a moon in Cancer. So this is what's starting the week off. So the moon is, of course, our reactions and responses to the world, as well as correlates to our needs. And it is going to be in the energies of Cancer. So, Cancer is initiating and creating new ways of feeling the emotions. And Cancer was born out of the 4th house of privacy, home, and domestic issues, and where you gain emotional stability at. So, in 1 second. Pardon me. Anyways, the moon, like I said, the moon will start the week off transitioning Cancer. Then the moon will transit Leo on the 21st. So, then we're going to be all reacting and responding to fixed fire, being fixated on our own ways of feeling the emotions on the 21st. And of course, Leo is born out of the 5th house of fun, entertainment, whatever you're creatively working on, and enjoyment. So that would be what we will be reacting to on the 21st. On the 24th, the moon will transit Virgo, which will have us reacting and responding to mutable Earth, being mutable and adaptable to our own and other people's ways of thinking and being practical. And then on the 27th, Virgo, before I go to the next sign, on the 27th, with us reacting Virgo was born out of the 6th house of work, schedule, routine, and day-to-day routines and health. So, and then moving on to the 27th, on the 27th we will all be reacting and responding to Libra, and this will be ending the week off, and will have us reacting and responding to initiating and creating new ways of thinking and communicating. So, with the other planetary aspects and major planetary aspects that we're going through is on the 23rd, the sun will be fully in Capricorn. So that will put all of our actions, our viewpoints, how we see the world around us, as well as correlates to our wants, in the energies of Capricorn, which is initiating and creating new ways of thinking and being practical. And of course, Capricorn was born out of the 10th house of business and status and what you are broadcasting, which can ultimately become your career. So, with that being said, Venus in Capricorn retrograde is already happening for us. So this is putting all of our love, appreciation, values, and how we compromise with things when it comes in the past, but it's dealing with Capricorn energy. So anything dealing with initiating, creating new ways of thinking and being practical, and matters of business, status, and how you are seeing what you're broadcasting, which can ultimately become your career. But in the case of love, it's more like building, status, practicality, what makes sense, what can you gain from it, since it is Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So what can you gain from it? Can anything be shown for the energy that you put in with whatever you're dealing with love? So keep in mind of that while we're going through this retrograde, and it's dealing with past things when it comes to those energies. So with that being said, I'm going to start off the reading. We're going to start with Aries. So Aries will be at 5 5:05. So, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. Let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. So, I'm going to pull out your Neo, your Morpheus, and your Trinity, and we'll talk about it. So, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars, your first card being the Neo is the Eight of Diamonds. So the Eight of Diamonds is you spending a whole lot of time into a gift. Okay, so you're spending a whole lot of time in a gift, be it a person, place, or thing in some way, shape, or form. Now your Morpheus is the Two of Hearts. So the Two of Hearts is somebody else is an opportunity. Alright? So keep your eyes open, peep game. Somebody else is an opportunity this week. Now for your Trinity is the King of Hearts. So the King of Hearts is you giving your grand support to this opportunity. So you're giving your grand support to this person. So you're spending a whole lot of time in gifts. There was a person that is an opportunity. I feel like this Two of Hearts and this King of Hearts is separate from this Eight of Diamonds. I feel like this is your work, right? Or something that you're working on when it comes to this gift. So spend a whole lot of time in a gift. And you have somebody on in your love life being an opportunity, and you're giving your grand support to said opportunity. So let's see what energies you need to use to rectify this, or who you are dealing with in general. So take the 10 from the King. 10, 8 plus 2 is 10, so that's 20. Plus the 3 is 23. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Excuse me. Or you need to utilize the Leo energy to rectify this, which means to be fixated on your own ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. Express your point of view. Have fun. Entertain whatever this is. Entertain this Two of Hearts, this person that's an opportunity, and whatever you're spending a whole lot of time in as far as this gift. Entertain those things. And focus on what you're creatively working on. So, with that being said, that'll be all for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. And let me write this down. And now let's move on to Taurus, which will be 8, 10. 8, 10 is Taurus. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses. Let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. Sorry it took a little bit, but anyways, Taurus, you are fixed earth, being fixated on your own ways of thinking and being practical. And Taurus was born out of the second house of business, not business, but values, people, places, and things that you value, and where you plant seeds. So, with that being said, Aries, if you're still here, you are called fire, initiating, creating new ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Aries was born out of this first house of personal interest, personal insecurities, and personal affairs. Now, back to Taurus. Just wanting to get that to Aries, just in case they're still here. But Taurus, like I said, you're fixed earth, being fixated on your own ways of thinking and being practical. And Taurus was born out of the second house of people, places, and things that you value, and where you plant seeds at. So, let's see what you guys got going on for this week. Week of December 20th through the 27th. So, your Neo, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses is the King of Spades. So you're giving your grand support to opposite energy. So whatever you're giving your grand support to, it is opposite. You may be giving your grand support to a wrong job, the wrong person. You may be spending time in things that are not serving you right now. Anyways, you're giving your grand support to opposition. Your Morpheus is the 2 of spades. So somebody else is being opposite towards you. So you have the same kind of reading as Aries, but they got an 8 of diamonds and it was all red. You're getting all black. So I don't know what you got going on, but somebody else is opposite towards you. Now for your Trinity, you get the 4 of spades. So the 4 of spades is you thinking about opposition. So whatever is on your mind is opposite towards you. Your thoughts, opposite. So pay attention to what you have on your mind, because it is opposite towards you during this time. Now let's see what energies you need to use to rectify this, or who you're dealing with in general. So 4 plus 2 is 6. 13 plus 6 is 19. So 9 plus 1 is 10. That drops down to 1, which is Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or underlining Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn. So all you need to use the Aries energy, which is to be more to yourself. Be a little bit more selfish. Be more about how you initiate and creating new ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. Alright, you need to initiate new ways of seeing and feeling the emotions, and it has focus on yourself. Do things for yourself, because I see you have all this opposite energy. All this opposite energy is going to overwhelm you if you don't act in that Aries energy. Or you need to use the underlining Capricorn energy, which is to focus on your business, what you're working on as far as what you're broadcasting and what can ultimately become your career and your status. Or just straight up dealing with an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn. So let me write this down, and then move on to Gemini, which be 12:30. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury. Let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. Alright. Gemini, you are mutable air. Be mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of thinking and communicating. And Gemini was born out of the 3rd house of familiarity, people and places and things that you find familiar. My apologies, Gemini. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury. Gemini itself is mutable air, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of thinking and communicating. And Gemini was born out of the 3rd house of people, places, and things that you find familiar, as well as what's within arm's reach or your local surroundings. So, close surroundings, short distance surroundings. So, anyways, let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. And we'll start off with your Neo, move on to your Morpheus, and then your Trinity. So, let's see what you guys got going on. So, your first card, being the Neo, is the 6 of Hearts. So, the 6 of Hearts is you paying attention to an opportunity. So, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury, you're paying attention to an opportunity during this time. Be it person, what you're working on, business endeavor, goal, as something that is an opportunity. You have an opportunity in your life, and you're paying attention to said opportunity. Now, moving on to your Morpheus. Your Morpheus is the Queen of Clubs. So the Queen of Clubs is you receiving grant support from a learning process. Right? So you're receiving grant support from a learning process during this time. So whatever, all frustration, you're receiving grant support from frustration. So you may be frustrated during this time. You may have something that's blocking you from paying attention to this opportunity, because whatever this may be, you're receiving grant support from frustration. Now let's see what your Trinity is to see if we can get something good. And you get the 7 of Clubs. So you're receiving You're getting privy to some information. 7. You're getting privy to some information from outside of you, internally, to you, and to you. That is frustration. That's a learning process. So you may need to learn how to get past this frustration or learning process that you're receiving grant support from, so you can put energy into this opportunity that you're paying attention to during this time. Now let's see what energies you need to use to rectify this, or who you are dealing with in general. So 7 plus 6 is 13. 13 plus the 10 from the Queen is 23, plus the 2 is 25, 5 plus 2 is 7, so you're dealing with your sister sign Libra. So you could be dealing with a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you need to utilize the Libra energy itself to rectify this, which is to create harmony, create balance, create resolution, bring harmony and balance into the situation, do things in moderation. Alright, so this may be something that you're involved in that's out of moderation, that's blocking you from paying attention to this opportunity during this time. Or you're just straight up dealing with the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Now, let's move on to Cancer. So Cancers will be at 15. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and just Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. Alright, so Cancer, you are cardinal water, initiating and creating new ways of feeling the emotions. And Cancer was born out of the 4th house of family, domestic issues, and where you gain emotional stability and privacy. So let's see what you guys got going on for this week of December 20th through the 27th. Pulling your Neo, then your Morpheus, then your Trinity, and that one came out, flipped out. So you may have somebody flipping on you, may not, but it did flip out. Just putting it out there. But your Neo is the King of Hearts, so you're giving your grand support to an opportunity during this time. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Risings, you're giving your grand support to an opportunity. Now, your Morpheus is the Jack of Clubs. So you've hit the jackpot of frustration, or you hit the jackpot of you needing to learn something from giving your grand support to this opportunity. So maybe the time that you've given to this opportunity has brought light to some things that you need to learn, which is putting you into a jackpot of frustration. Now let's see what your Trinity is. Your Trinity is the King of Clubs. So not only are you hitting the jackpot of frustration or learning process, you're giving your grand support to said frustration or learning process during this week. So you may, recapping the reading, you're giving your grand support to an opportunity. I feel like you giving your grand support to this opportunity, as time passes by, you're hitting the jackpot of frustration. Sorry about that. A jackpot of frustration or learning opportunity during this time. Alright, so I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go check. Okay, I'm back. So you're giving your grand support to this opportunity, which is leading you into hitting the jackpot of frustration or learning opportunity with this Jack of Clubs. And then I feel like you are focusing on learning whatever this jackpot is, this jackpot of frustration or learning process, because you're giving your grand support to this frustration or learning process. So let's see what you guys and those big stuff happening for you, because you have all court cards. So with that being said, they're like major arcanas. So anyways, with that being said, let's calculate these cards via numbers to see what energies you need to use to rectify this, or who you are dealing with in general. So take the 10s from all of them, so that's 30. 3 plus 3 is 6, so that's 36. plus the 1 is 37. 7 plus 3 is 10. So that's not 9 plus 1 goes to 10, which that would be Aries. It's 7 plus 3, which went up to 10. So that's Capricorn, Sun. So you're dealing with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn. Well, you need to utilize the Capricorn energy to rectify this, which is to focus on your business, focus on what you're broadcasting, focus on your status, and focus on what you're broadcasting, which can ultimately become your career, or you're straight up dealing with the Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn. So let's move on to the next sign, which will be Leo. So Leo, Sun, Moon, okay, so Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. Alright? So Leo, you are fixed-fire, being fixated on your own ways of feeling your emotions. And Leo was born out of the 5th house of fun, entertainment, what you're creatively working on, and expressions. So, with that being said, let's see what you guys got going on for this week. Starting with your Neo, moving on into your Morpheus, then into your Trinity. So, your Neo is the 10 of clubs. So, you're descending from frustration. You're descending from a learning opportunity. It was something that you needed to learn, and you're descending from that learning process because you took the time and learned whatever this learning process is. So this is a really good card. 10 is usually negative, but since it is a negative card, clubs, then you're descending from that. Alright? Descending from that thinking, that frustration, at learning process. So moving on to your Morpheus. Your Morpheus is the 4 of diamonds. So you think whatever you're thinking about, whatever is on your mind, it is a gift. So whatever is on your mind is a gift for you during this time, during this week. Now moving on to your Trinity. Your Trinity is the 7 of hearts. So you're getting privy to some information that's an opportunity. Alright? So whatever information you get privy to, it is going to lead you into an opportunity this week. So that is really good to see. Now let's see what the energies you need to use to rectify this, or who you're dealing with in general. So 10 plus 7 is 17, plus the 4 is 21, 2 plus 1 is 3, so that's Gemini. So you're dealing with the Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or you need to utilize the Gemini energy to rectify this energy, which is to be mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of thinking and communicating. Share ideas with each other. Communicate. See both sides of the story. Alright? Let yourself share what you have, and let that other person share what you have, and you'll get privy to this information that is an opportunity. So, and you descend from this learning process. So, or you're just straight up dealing with the Libra, not Libra, but Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury. Now, let's move on to Virgo, which will be at 1050. So, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury's. Let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. So, Virgo, you are mutable earth, being mutable and adaptable, changeable, with your own and other people's ways of thinking and being practical. And Virgo was born out of the 6th house of work, schedule, day-to-day routine, and health. So, whatever you're working on, putting on a day-to-day routine, that's 6th house energy. So, with that being said, let's see what you guys got for what's going on with you during the week of December 20th through the 27th. Starting off with your Neo, then we're moving on to your Morpheus, then we'll move on to your Trinity. So, see what you guys got going on. So So your first card, being the Neo, is the Queen of Clubs. So you're receiving grant support from frustration. You're receiving grant support from a learning opportunity. Alright? So whatever it is that you're receiving grant support from, it has you frustrated or learning during this week. Now, your second card, being the Morpheus, is the Nine of Spades. So you're ascending 9 into opposite energy. So receiving grant support from this frustration or this learning opportunity is going to ascend you into opposite energy, which leads into the Trinity, which is the Eight of Spades. So you're spending a whole lot of time into opposite energy. 8, spending a whole lot of time, infinity symbol, spending a whole lot of time into opposite energy. Alright, so let's see what energies you need to use to rectify this, or who you're dealing with in general. So take the 10 from the Queen. 9 plus 8 is 17, plus the 10 is 27, plus the 2 that's left over is 29. 9 plus 2 is 11. So that is Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn. So you're dealing with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or an underlining Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Or you need to use the Aquarius energy to rectify this. Make yourself a part of other people. Right? Make yourself a part of what other people got going on. Make yourself associate yourself with other people. Right? Associate yourself with new things, and associate yourself with others, what others got going on. Or you need to utilize the Taurus energy, which is to focus on your values and where you're planting seeds. Focus on the people, places, and things that you value, and where you're wanting to plant your seeds and put your energy towards. Right? Or you just straight up dealing with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Now, let's move on to Libra. And Libra will be at 14:30. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus is. Let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. Alright, so this popped out. Libra, you are cardinal air, by the way, so you initiate and create new ways of thinking and communicating. And Libra was born out of the 7th house of relationships and how you relate to others. So I'm going to pull your Neo, your Morpheus, and your Trinity, and let's talk about it. So your Neo is the 2 of Spades. So somebody else is opposite towards you. Somebody else is being a hater. Somebody else is not liking what you're saying. Somebody else is opposite. Okay? So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus is somebody else is being opposite towards you. But then you get the 9 of Hearts for your Morpheus. So the 9 of Hearts is you ascending into an opportunity. So in some way, shape, or form, you're ascending into an opportunity this week. Alright? Which then is going to get you previewed, or have you previewed to some information that is opposite with the 7 of Spades being your Trinity. Alright? So with the 7 of Spades, you're receiving or getting previewed to some information that is opposite towards you. Alright? Now, with that being said, let's see what energies you need to use to rectify this, or who you're dealing with in general. So 9 plus 7 is 16, plus the 2 is 18, 8 plus 1 is 9, so that is Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or you need to utilize the Sagittarius energy to rectify this, which means to travel long distance. Move your thoughts and feelings to a different internal location. If you, example being, if you are sad, find something decide something, how you can look at that sad situation and make it happy. Look at, instead of being in a victim mentality or something like that, put yourself into a mentality of positivity, alright? Or as well as you could be you may need to travel long distance externally, or like I just said, internally, to rectify this. Or you may need to use your knowledge and your wisdom or education to rectify this as well, which is ninth house energy. Or you just straight up deal with the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter. So, with that being said, let's move on to Scorpio, which will be at 1740. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. Let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. So Scorpio, you are fixed water, which is being fixated on your own ways of feeling the emotions. And Scorpio was born out of the 8th house of behind closed doors energy, secrets, occult, mysticism, and anything in the dark. Now keep in mind that mysticism means the unknown, and when I say dark, that means stuff that you're not consciously aware of, which is you being in the dark. So, with that being said, let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. Alright, so you have an underlying story. So, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars, you are giving a grand support to an opportunity. You're also giving a grand support to opposition. So it feels like you're stuck in a crossroads. This is not for all Scorpios, but this is for some, an underlying story. So, with that being said, King of Hearts, you're giving a grand support to an opportunity, but you're also giving a grand support to opposition, which may mean you need to decide which way you want to go. Alright? One way when you give grand support one way, it is an opportunity. Another way is opposition. So don't go towards the opposition, go towards the opportunity this week. Now let's see what you guys got going on for your Neo and your Morpheus and your Trinity. So, see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. So your Neo is the Two of Clubs. So somebody else too is frustrating you. Frustration. Somebody else is frustrated. Alright? Or they are frustration to you, or they are learning. Somebody else is learning, or you could be learning from somebody else. Alright? So, with that being said, moving on to your Morpheus, which is the Eight of Diamonds, which is you spending a whole lot of time into a gift. Alright, so you're spending a whole lot of time into a gift, which moves on to the Trinity of the Eight of Hearts. So you're spending a whole lot of time into opportunities this week. So somebody else is frustrated, or you're frustrated with somebody else. You're spending a whole lot of time in gifts, and you're spending a whole lot of time in opportunities. Let's see what energies you need to use to rectify this, or who you're dealing with in general. 8 plus 8 is 16, plus the 2 is 18, 8 plus 1 is 9. So you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or you need to utilize the Sagittarius energy to rectify this, which is travel long distantly. You need to travel long distance either externally or internally. Externally is moving to a different location, long distance, or internally moving your thoughts and feelings to a different esoteric or internal location. Feel different ways about things. Think differently than what you have. Alright? Or you're just straight up dealing with the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter. You could also be needing to use your knowledge and wisdom during this time. So, moving on to Sagittarius. Also, Scorpio, you could be dealing with the Libra as well, since they got Sagittarius. But anyways, moving on to Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter. So let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. Alright, so Sagittarius, you are mutable fire, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Sagittarius was born at the 9th house of long distance travel, both externally and internally, and higher education, higher knowledge, and wisdom. So, with that being said, let's see what you guys got going on for this week of December 20th through the 27th, Sagittarius. So, your Neo is the Four of Clubs. So, Four of Clubs, whatever is on your mind and what you're thinking about, has you frustrated, has you learning, right? Four of Clubs, whatever is on your mind, has you frustrated during this week. Now, your Morpheus is the Jack of Spades. So, you're hitting the jackpot of opposite energy. So, I don't know what you guys got going on, but whatever you're thinking about has you frustrated, you're hitting the jackpot of opposition this week. Then, moving on to your Trinity, which is the Five of Clubs, you're emotionally connected to a learning process, or emotionally connected to frustration this week. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter's. Now let's see what energies you need to use to rectify this, or who you are dealing with in general. 5 plus 4 is 9, 11 plus 9 is 20, 2 plus 0, 0 is just more space, so that's 2, so you could be dealing with a Taurus, your opposite sign, no, not opposite, it's Scorpio, but your in conjunction sign, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you need to utilize the Taurus energy to rectify this, which is to focus on your values, focus on where you're planting seeds, focus on the people and places and things that you value, and your moral system, right? Or you're just straight up dealing with the Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So, with that being said, moving on to Capricorn. So, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Saturn. Let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. So, Capricorn, you are cardinal Earth, which is initiating and creating new ways of thinking and being practical. And Capricorn was born out of the 10th house of business, status, what you were broadcasting, which can ultimately become your career. So, see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. Starting off with your Neo, moving on into your Morpheus, then to the Trinity. So, see what you guys got going on. So, Neo, first card is the Six of Hearts as your Neo. So your Neo is the Six of Hearts, which is you paying attention to an opportunity. So whatever you're paying attention to is an opportunity for you. Moving on to your Morpheus is the Nine of Diamonds, which is you ascending into a gift. So whatever you're paying attention to as an opportunity, it's ascending you into a gift. 9, ascension into a diamond, a gift. So that's really good to see. And then your Trinity is the King of Spades. So whatever you're paying attention to is an opportunity. You are ascending into a gift, but unfortunately you're giving your grand support to opposite energy. King giving your grand support to opposition, what's not for you. Alright? So whatever you're giving your grand support to, it is opposite towards you. So, with that being said, let's calculate these cards via numbers to see what energies you need to use to rectify this, or who you are dealing with in general. So I'll take the 10 from the King, plus the 9 is 19, plus the 6 is 25, plus the 3 that's left over from taking the 10 from the King is 28. 8 plus 2 is 10. So you could be your own worst enemy at this time, because it goes directly to 10. So that's Capricorn. So you could be dealing with a fellow Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or you could be your own worst enemy at this time. You're paying attention to an opportunity, you're sending into a gift, or you're giving your grand support to opposite energies. Alright? And it came out to 10. Look. 6. 9 plus 6 is 15. Plus the 10 is 25. Plus the 3 that's left over. 25, 26, 27, 28. 8 plus 2 is 10. So that's Capricorn. So you're being your own worst enemy. This is you being your own worst enemy at this time. Alright, whatever you're giving your grand support to that's opposite for you, that's you being your own worst enemy, not anybody else. So, with that being said, you could be dealing with, you could be your own worst enemy, like I said, or you're dealing with a fellow Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, or you need to utilize your own energy to rectify this, which is to focus on your business, your status, and what you're broadcasting, which can ultimately become your career. Okay, well, given the fact that it went to Capricorn and you got the King of Spades here, I do feel like you're being your own worst enemy at this time. So, with that being said, let's move on to Aquarius. So Aquarius will be at 2805. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Saturn. Let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. So Aquarius, you are fixed air, which is being fixated on your own ways of thinking and communicating. And Aquarius was born out of the 11th house of your associations, people, places, and things that you associate yourself with, and how you're seen in the public arena. So, see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. Starting off with your Neo. So your Neo is the Black Joker. So you're having an internal epiphany. You're having an internal aha moment. If it was the big Joker or the red Joker, it would be someone else having an external an epiphany about to change your life, but it is the Black Joker. So it is an internal epiphany that you are having. Then moving on to your Morpheus. The Morpheus is the 7 of diamonds. So you're getting privy to some information that is a gift. So from you having this aha moment is leading you into getting privy to some information that is a gift for you. Then for your Trinity, you get the 8 of clubs. You spend a whole lot of time into frustration, into a learning process. So if this is a learning process that you're spending a whole lot of time into, that is really good. Alright, it might be a black card, but at least you're learning. So, with that being said, let's calculate these cards via numbers to see what energies you need to use to rectify this, or who you're dealing with in general. 8 plus 7 is 15. 5 plus 1 is 6. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or you need to utilize the Virgo energy to rectify this, which is to focus on what a day-to-day routine is. Put things on schedule. Put things on day-to-day routine. Put things on a pattern. Schedule yourself. Alright, or you just straight up dealing with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, as well as watch your health as well. So, with that being said, moving on to Pisces. And Pisces is the last but not least time, and they will be at 30-35. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter's. Let's see what you guys got going on for the week of December 20th through the 27th. Okay, so Pisces, you are mutable water, which is being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of feeling the emotions. And Pisces itself was born out of the 12th house of dreams, illusions, fantasies, creativity, imagination, and subconscious realm. So, that being said, let's see what you guys got going on for December 20th through the 27th. So, let's start off with your Neo. You get the Ace of Spades. So you are being opposite towards yourself. So you're being your own worst enemy at this time. So whatever you're doing, however this reading leads up, know that it starts with you being your own worst enemy at this time. Now with your Morpheus, you get the 6 of clubs. So whatever you're paying attention to, 6th dimensional energy, has got you frustrated. It's got you longing. So keep in mind that it starts off with you being opposite towards yourself, and you're paying attention to a longing process of frustration, which then moves on to your Trinity, which is the 5 of Spades, which is emotionally connected, 5, 5th dimensional energy to opposition. So you're emotionally connected to opposition during this time. Now let's see what energies you need to use to rectify this, or who you're dealing with in general. 6 plus 5 is 11, plus the 1 is 12, 2 plus 1 is 3, which is Gemini. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury. Or you need to utilize the Gemini energy to rectify this, which is to share ideas with others, communicate more, talk about things. Share your ideas with another person, let that person share ideas with you. Be immutable about it. See from other people's points of his perspective and communicate and share ideas. Or you're just straight up dealing with the Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury during this time. So, with that being said, over as Pisces, so that'll be all for this flight Astro reading for December 20th through the 27th. I hope this helps. I hope this brought clarity or aided you in any way. Shout out to the whole soul family. Shout out to the Pilot Man. Y'all be blessed. Remember that you'll never be less. Y'all take care and peace. Also have a good week. Okay, so peace.